It's the Keyboard Warrior and hope you all doing fine. Season 1 looks amazing and we got new maps, we got new weapons. The battle pass looks absolutely crazy. One of those battle passes that is actually worth buying, you know. So today we're gonna do this class setup slash build for the new Saug, which is arguably one of the best weapons in the game at the moment. However, there's a lot of difference when you use it on a controller and when you're using it on a keyboard and mouse, right? If you're on a keyboard and mouse, you would understand that a Saug is pretty average, right? The damage range is very low. It's pretty hard to control the recoil on the mouse. If you're on a controller and you have aim assist on, it's a totally different story, right? Because with aim assist, you don't really have to control recoil that much, and it pretty much sticks to your target, right? So, and this build is gonna be a no recoil build, right? So let's check this out. The optic is obviously gonna be a personal preference, but if you really want one, you could go for the Kepler Microflex, or you could go for this one that I would recommend. That's the Kepler Red Dot, right? Don't go beyond 1.5x, all right, because you know your crosshair is gonna go all over the screen and you won't be able to, you know, keep your crosshair on the target. So yeah, this is the one, right? So next up is the muzzle, and I would recommend using the muzzle brake. Now, I've used all of them, right? The suppressor, no recoil control, compensator gives you decent vertical recoil control, so does the ported one, but this gun kicks like Beckham, right? So we need that kick reset. I would recommend using the muzzle brake. If you don't want to use that, go ahead, use the ported one or the compensator, any one you want, right? But if you ask me, I find the muzzle brake to be just a little bit better because of the kick, right? It is difficult to control the gun kick with a mouse because you don't have aim assist, okay? So yeah. Next up we have the barrel, and I would choose the reinforced barrel because we have both bullet velocity and damage range, right? Then we have the underbarrel, and I would go for this one, the vertical full grip, right? I would normally go for extended mag 2. If you're on the mouse, you would need the mag 2. If you're on a controller, you would be having aim assist, so extended mag 1 for controllers, 2 for the mouse. Next one is the rear grip, and I would recommend the CQB grip because it gives you sprint to fire, which you need if you're gonna run around in the map. Obviously you're gonna run around with this weapon, right? And you also get dive to fire and slide to fire speed boost, so that one as well. But this one unlocks later on, so initially I would recommend going for sprint to fire, right? Because you already have great aim down sight speed, so you don't really need that. Go for the assault grip until you unlock this one, right? So yeah. Next up we have the stock, and for the stock I would go for the balanced stock. I would be giving you another Akimbo build, so keep watching. Alright, next we have the fire mods, and for a no recoil build you will obviously go for the recoil springs. Now hear me out here, okay? I have tried rapid fire on this one and it's pretty hard to control, but it melts pretty fast, alright? Even if you're on the mouse, you're just gonna melt enemies in an instant, right? Because of the fire rate. Now I wouldn't recommend using the rapid fire on mid-range or long-range maps. Obviously, if you are on Nuketown or if you're on Warhead, you can go ahead and use the rapid fire, okay? Because you need to close down the gap for this one. But if you just want to have a no recoil build, if you want to stay safe, easy mid-range gunfights, so go for the recoil springs, okay? Alright, so there you go. This is the build that I'm rocking at the moment. One thing that you need to keep in mind for the Akimbo build is that you don't go for aim down sight speed at all, okay? So firstly, go over to stock. If you have unlocked this one, go ahead, Akimbo, alright? I love these dual SMGs, they are OP, trust me, right? Next up, go over to muzzle, use this one, right? Either this one or the ported one, but I'm gonna use this one. Next up, barrel, of course, reinforced. Under barrel you cannot use because you're using Akimbo. Magazine, extended mag 2, no question about it. Okay, for the rear grip I'm gonna go CQB again, slide, dive, do all the crazy omni movement, and this is gonna help, right? Next up, laser, I'm gonna go with the fast motion laser. All right, it's gonna give me hip fire spread for jumping and diving. Okay, so fire mods, rapid fire, right? There's no point using recoil springs because you're gonna be hip firing. It's pretty random at times, so I would recommend rapid fire. It's okay, you can use rapid fire with the Akimbo, right? So yeah, so there you go. This is the build for the Akimbo, right? There you go. Obviously. So yeah, so again, for the perks, it's the same thing using Enforcer. So yep, that's basically it. That's my build. I would recommend using Gunfighter or the Saug. It's a pretty strong weapon and you need quite a few attachments to actually make it even stronger. If this video was helpful, go ahead, give it a like. If you're new to this channel looking for more Black Ops 6 guides, go ahead and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.